So, we're back with some Alchemy Stars content, finally something new. This dry period was really driving me crazy, but we finally have it, the skill set details of Roy and Azure. And as many people already have guessed, Azure with her big rifle is of course a detonator. Well, Roy's a 5-star, Azure's a detonator. I think TD did a good job bamboozling us all there. But anyway, before we get into all the juicy details, let me quickly thank all of my channel members. Thank you guys all so much, and an extra big thank you goes out to the Grand Warlock. Back to the skill sets. Let's start this off with Roy. He's a 5-star Thunder support. Really interesting, he's basically, if I had to summarize him in one sentence, the 5-star version of Nadine. But there's a big difference, as his active skill functions more like a memory. You get one supply point every round, there's also one at the beginning of the battle, but that's probably MBT, so I'm gonna leave it out for now. So one supply point per round, and you of course use those to actually make use of this active. You use 2 of them to transform one traversable tile in 3 surrounding clusters into a yellow tile and summon 1 mechanical bee on it. Those bees don't really do anything yet, only when you use your chain combo, which then triggers them to basically heal all of your team for a set amount of Roy's HP. And if those mechanical bees disappear because they actually get Thanos snapped on contact with an enemy, you get 1 refund point. You can have 4 of those on the field at the same time, so that's pretty cool, especially if you consider that you only heal when you are in the range of those B-bots, or at least use your chain combo in the range of these. So he's kind of a weird Nadine. He doesn't have a healing chain, but he does have a heal in the form of his chain. But this heal is tied to the condition of being in the range of these honey bots. But when it comes to comparing their conversion, Roy wins hands down. Even though he can only choose a tile from 3 surrounding clusters, that isn't really that big of a problem if you consider that 2 supply points, aka 2 turns, equals a 1 turn CD, while Nadine has a massive 3 turn CD in comparison. So he has a kind of equal heal and a lot more conversion, which should make him basically the 5-star upgrade for Nadine and a pretty solid Thunder unit. And while I'm saying solid, for my preemptive evaluation of Roy, I'm gonna give him solid to strong. He has, similar to Nadine, the chance to be as strong to her and even surpass her, as he is basically a mix of Unimat and Nadine. There's a high chance he's strong, but we will have to see how much it actually matters that you have a limited range and if the heal is even enough. The heal amount should be pretty close, but we will have to see. Like I said, he looks pretty solid. I can't really complain about him. And with that, we get to the big guns. Which of course, I mean Azure. I think nobody's surprised that she's water, and I think everybody is surprised that she's a detonator. Her stats are similarly to Karen very low, but this is made up by her equipment skill, boosting her attack by 20% if she is into surrounding clusters of a cerulean mirage. And obviously you are gonna question me now, what exactly is this? Well, you could read the skill, but I'm just gonna explain it. Her active skill that shares their name lets you select 1 traversable tile on the field to project 1 mirage. This mirage can use either Mirage Strike or Mirage Transformation each round. A Mirage Strike deals 200% damage to enemies within 12 tiles in a diamond shape, so basically a detonator chain. The Mirage Transformation, however, just converts a tile it is on to blue. Now you would ask me, how do you trigger each of these? And I would have to answer, I don't know. Sadly, based on the wording, we can only guess. Best case scenario is you can straight up choose, but considering this is a CD1 skill with Preemptive Strike, there is a high chance that it's either random, which is kind of unlikely as well because that would be included in the wording, which it is not. There's a good chance that there are bonus conditions that decide if this Mirage uses Mirage Strike or Mirage Transformation. Maybe something along the lines of, if there's an enemy in range, you use Strike, strike. If there is none on range, you use transformation. That would also be pretty good. Important is also to know if it's at the end of the round, which is kind of indicated by saying it does it each round, because that sounds incredibly busted. Like, picture Rinne, but only on one tile and doing it every single turn. Absolutely insane. But that's still not all. Also, when you use the skill on a tile where there's already a Mirage on there, you instantly trigger a bonus Mirage strike that deals 2.5 times the damage. And speaking of Mirage strike, if the Mirage is on a blue tile, the range of the fake chain combo is increased to 2 surrounding clusters. And this does definitely smell like MBT. I think this is probably gonna be the bonus. It seems like kind of tacked onto there, so this might be just the additional effect of a breakthrough. But even without that, that skill sounds incredibly busted. And we haven't even looked at one of her best parts, which is their chain combo. And this is absolutely dumb crazy. It's a 2 starting chain with a pretty low scaling, to be fair, but 12 tiles in a diamond shape and a Mirage on the field. You can only have one, by the way, which should be obvious. Like, there's no way they let you have more than that. When you use a chain, it also casts the 2 chain. No words. Not only do these things already have the ability to use like fake detonator chains with 200% scaling, they do it again when you use your chain combo every single time, making her not only insane with basically every water character, but also with Hydrat obviously. And her 1-turn CD makes her insane with Baffle, and speaking of Baffle, she is basically the love child of Baffle, Rinne and Hiiro. She has the Frank on crack that can either deal damage, does damage on her chain, and can also convert. She has the bonus boost damage effect to kind of make up for that low attack stat in her equipment, and she has an absolutely insane chain as well that goes up to 2 surrounding clusters plus that bonus chain effect to the Mirage. I don't know what to say. Even if this would be random, which is unlikely, she would still be busted. Because these things do it every single round, and a 1-turn CD means you can do it every other round anyway. This is just dumb crazy. She has incredibly high damage potential. She has the potential to just straight up convert tiles. I don't know what to say. It does it each round. Like, there's nothing to complain here. She has damage, she has utility, she has more and more damage, she has synergy with already existing water characters. Azure might be the first must roll after Hiiro. Not sure though, but my preemptive evaluation is going to be strong to core. I think there's a good chance that Azure might end up being core. She looks way too busted on paper. She's at least gonna be strong, there's absolutely no way. Like, she is probably one of the safest rolls we've had since Hiiro. So if you like her design, you're gonna have a lot of fun rolling for her. And for all of you that still are not decided on her, I'm gonna drop a quick day 1 impression video after I've tested her out. So look out for that, thank you for watching, and see you next time.